our city knows the sweet taste of victory. From the Stanley Cup to a Division I title win.
That still doesn't feel real.
A triumph isn't an end.
Now, new stories are being written, and Fox 5 and the Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network is following every team on ice. With our UNLV Skating Rebel national champions.
It's great for the city, it's great for hockey.
How will they defend their title?
Let's bring it home!
And the Henderson Silver Knights, skating with something to prove while building tomorrow's legends.
It's great to be able to teach and grow off a win.
Plus, how our youth teams are teaching kids to fly on ice. And what's in store for the new faces of the VGK, including their monsters in the north.
The Golden Knights are beefing up their minor leagues with the Night Monsters. These teams, our teams.
Where their victories become our victories. Building the future of hockey, one player at a time.
Vegas wanted hockey, Vegas got hockey.
Covering every team on the ice, this is Hockey in the Desert Weekly.
Welcome inside another edition of Hockey in the Desert Weekly. I'm your host, Vince Sapienza. Let's fire home a snapshot of what is in store over the next 30 minutes. We're going to look back at the week that was for all the Knights. I'll tell you who is the newest Silver Knight being added to the AHL All-Star Classic. I also sit down with an Olympian, Jonas Rondberg, ahead of the Winter Games this month. Plus, I chat and play a new game here on Hockey in the Desert with Skating Rebels senior defenseman Jackson Wyatt. But before we look back, we have to look ahead to next year. The NHL announced the Golden Knights will be the Dallas Stars' opponent in the 2027 Stadium Series at at&t Stadium in Arlington, Texas, February 20th, 2027.
Awesome. Seattle's venue when we played there was massive, I felt, and they packed it. It felt like it was, even though it was such a big stadium, it felt like they were right on top of us as fans, which is really cool.
Yeah, it'll be, like I said, it'll be a fun experience. There'll be a lot of people there. I think those settings are more fun when you're actually in the building. Sometimes when you watch on TV, it's a little tougher, but you don't really understand how much fun everybody's having until you're actually at the event. They're a lot of fun for the people who get to go, so it should be awesome for the families.
The Dallas Stars are reaching out and inviting the Vegas Golden Knights to participate in the 2027 Stadium Series. It will be the biggest crowd to ever see the Vegas Golden Knights play.
For the third time in franchise history and first time since the Winter Classic on New Year's Day in 2024, the Golden Knights are getting the call to be part of one of these signature NHL events of the year.
That should be a great atmosphere. You know, I've been involved in a few of these and I've always enjoyed them. I didn't like the outcome in Seattle a few years ago. I don't think we played great, but the whole build-up and the fact that you're involved in it, I think was awesome. It just, on the ice, we didn't get it done.
Now, while this will be their first Stadium Series game, the Golden Knights are 0-2 in the fresh air.
Vegas not able to capitalize. The Cord with a good stop there.
They were unable to find the back of the net while in the Pacific Northwest, and in 2021, not only did they have to battle the Colorado Avalanche without the energy of a crowd.
There's just certain things that you can't control. This is just like a normal rink in a backyard where, you know, you're going to have holes that develop in ruts in the ice.
They had to battle Mother Nature, enduring an 8-hour delay after the sun melted the ice on a golf course up at Lake Tahoe.
I was also in Tahoe while you guys were playing Colorado. We were playing Philly, so enjoyed that one too during COVID. We played Chicago at Notre Dame, so they're always great venues, places you might not otherwise go to. I'm kind of a curious guy, so I'm looking forward to it. I know it's a long ways away, but I'm glad that, you know, that they included us.
at&t Stadium is home to the Dallas Cowboys and has a seating capacity of 80,000. This will be the first hockey game played inside Jerry World.
Are you a Cowboys fan?
No, definitely not.
Any reason to dig at it?
My dad's a Cowboys fan, but no, I'm not. I'm sure we'll be more excited for it next year. Those events are always fun to be a part of. You get to bring your family to them. I know the families really enjoy it, especially when you go out on the road, all at the same hotel together.
Pretty cool, yeah, totally. Tough to think about it when we have a game day already. I think maybe tomorrow when I talk to my friends back home and my family and talk about this kind of scenario, it'll really sink in more.
Now the Stadium Series news came out just hours before the Golden Knights and Stars dropped the puck at T-Mobile Arena. And if that game is any indication of what we'll see outside next year, fans are in for an instant Classic. Now, while this one was a fun one to watch for those fans, and us obviously up in the press box, the same cannot be said for Bruce Cassidy and his staff on the bench. Tied at 1 in the second, the Stars scored 3 unanswered to take a 4-1 lead after 2 periods. Now, the Knights did what they always do. They rallied back under a minute to go, down a goal. Take a look at this play from Mitch Marner. Showing off the hand-eye coordination, brings it down, grips, and absolutely rips it. Top shelf to bring Vegas all the way back. Lucky number 13 on the season for him. Sends this game past regulation, the 21st time this season for Vegas. Unfortunately, nothing, no goals in overtime, and none for the VGK in shootouts. The Stars shine in that skills competition 5-4. After the game, Bruce Cassidy said it was nice to see the resiliency once again, but enough is enough.
I've said it, frustration is a useless emotion, so we try to stay away from it, but as I said, it's, reoccurring, so there's a saying about the definition of insanity, so we're going to try to fix it. I don't know what else to tell you. As I said, we did video after the second period in the middle of a hockey game. I don't know if I've done that in 10 years, right? So we're going to try different things to sort of get the players to understand, or maybe then they see it so they understand what they're doing. To me, it's easier to fix some of the mistakes than, have them, they have to have the inner drive to want to get back in the game, right? So that's, I got to fix the things that aren't going well. So we'll keep trying to do that and try not to allow them to snowball.
Now, the message could not be any more clear from Bruce Cassidy. Unfortunately, it was the same story Saturday night, just a different opponent. The Golden Knights were down 2-0 after the first. Former Golden Knights Chandler Stevenson assisting on both Kraken goals in the first. Vegas would tie it in the second. Ivan Barbashev, Mitch Marner, each scoring for the second consecutive game. But in the third, Caden Korzak loses a battle in front of his own net, and that would be the difference as the Knights lose their then 4th straight 3-2.
Obviously, our starts haven't been good enough, and I don't like using the word frustrating, but we just got to bear down to start and come out better, and then not chase the game all the time, because it feels like that's what we're doing, and obviously there's a lot of skill in here, but we got to figure out our starts and be better to start the games.
Now the Golden Knights would get an immediate chance to right those wrongs 24 hours later in Anaheim. Unfortunately, that did not happen. It was another slow start, losing battles in front of the net, all the things you didn't want to see. Vegas trailed 3-0 25 minutes into the game. But again, things would get interesting in the third. It only turned out to be a hole they could not dig themselves out of. They fall 4-3. They dropped their 5th straight and have now lost 7 of their last 8.
We have to start better, and we have to really hang on to that driving play that we have sometimes.
Now, despite all the ice, we're just getting warmed up here on Hockey in the Desert Weekly. When we return with the 2026 Winter Games on the horizon, we head to Henderson, and I sit down with Olympian Jonas Rondberg. His thoughts on what is shaping up to be a career season with HSK, plus his expectations with Team Denmark.
You're watching Hockey in the Desert Weekly.
Welcome back inside Hockey in the Desert Weekly. The Pacific, as it regards to the AHL standings, remain one of the tightest divisions in the entire league. But the Silver Knights are starting to lose some ground, winning just 3 of their last 10. Now, some good news at the Stronghold this past week, and it starts with the madman. That is Joe Fleming. Defenseman turned forward, but at his core, this dude is a fighter. Draws blood from his opponent, and then take a look as he admires his work on the big screen. How do you not love this guy? Now that gets the crowd on their feet, but this sends them home happy. In overtime, Dylan Coughlin, who was with the VGK the night before, flies in late, gets in the lineup on Wednesday, and then roofs it. Short side in OT, his 2nd of the game, 7th of the season, to deliver both points to house Henderson 2-1 your final. And this past week, Tanner Lazinski was named to the AHL All-Star Classic. He replaces Carl Lindbaum, who was first named to the game but unavailable now due to injury. Now, that does not mean Lazinski doesn't deserve this nod. The 28-year-old leads the Silver Knights in goals, assists, and points with 36 through 33 games. He's tied for 6th in the league with a +22 rating. Now in January, he registered the first 5-point game in HSK history. Lazinski has appeared in 9 games for the VGK this season where he's picked up a pair of assists. This is the second straight season being named to the All-Star game, and this will be the first he is able to attend.
Here's a turnover from Hemmerling, a shot went wide off the end boards. Rondberg scores.
Here's a shot, they score. Jonas Rondberg.
Good forecheck pressure by Lazinski to force a turnover. Got in front for Rondberg.
Well, being around Ronnie since he came to the organization, I think there's a maturation of his game. He's brought some scoring that we believed he had this year at our level. He's been a driver of play for us.
4 seconds left. Davey shoots one, scores. Might have been tipped by Rondberg.
A bit of a conscience of our team, somebody that I trust in all situations, whether it's with a lead or trying to get one back to close the gap.
Phillips looking to get back on the back check. Stromberg's going to walk in here, puts it on goal, deflects in.
He's a consummate pro that takes care of himself, part of our leadership group. So very excited to see Ronnie represent his country. One of the highest honors he can is to go to the Olympics, and him along with the other Vegas Golden Knights. It's going to be a great honor.
Now, you can't get much higher praise than that from a head coach, and based on his numbers, rightfully so, Jonas Rondberg is on pace to smash his career highs in the American Hockey League this season. The Knights' 2017 third-round pick was just one of 13 AHL players who earned the call to represent their country at the 2026 Winter Olympics this month. Now, unfortunately, this past week, during a call-up to the VGK, Rondberg took this hit in Anaheim. A couple days later, he was placed on injured reserve. Now, Bruce Cassidy said he's week to week, and as of Wednesday, they do not know what his status is for the Winter Games. Now, prior to all of this taking place, I was able to sit down with the HSK winger discussing what playing in Cortina could mean to him.
Sapovalov fed it in front. Rondberg, a shot, scores!
Jonas, first things first, I know the announcement came out in the summer, but making Team Denmark for the Olympics, what does that mean to you, and what is the excitement level as we get closer?
Yeah, it's coming up now. It's really exciting. When we qualified back last summer, it was a really big deal. So now that it's less than a month away, it's really exciting.
Has it been hard to not think about it? This season?
Well, there's been a lot of talks about it, so it's maybe a little hard not to think about it, but also season here is important, so that's what I've been trying to focus on.
Is there an aspect of the Olympics you're looking forward to the most? Obviously competing and playing for your country, but is there anything beyond the games that you're looking forward to?
Well, Italy is a cool country, so maybe walk around the city and see some of Milano and see how the village is and stuff like that.
Talk to me about your season, because you and Hemmer and Laz have seemed to find something of late. What's been going so right for you guys?
I think we've been really consistent. We played together a lot of games now, and it's been working, and we consistently show up and do the same stuff over and over, so I think that's been key.
Kicks it around the net, knows he's got to hurry, throws it in front, and they score! What a pass by Lazinski! And putting it home is Rondberg.
What's been, I guess, different for you this season, if anything?
Also consistency. I feel like I had, I've only been with Henderson. It's been a little more calm in that sense. Playing with the same guys the whole season, and makes it a bit easier, and you're used to your surroundings and stuff like that.
Does that consistency kind of help you? Because obviously you've tasted, NHL and life with the Golden Knights, right? So does that consistency down here get you more ready, I guess, for the next time you get that call?
Well, I hope so. Play more minutes when I'm down here, so that also helps you develop. So hopefully, if the next call-up comes, I'm ready.
Is there an aspect of your game that you really wanted to focus on, whether that came from the top, saying, hey, we really need this out of you?
Yeah, I think my game's been really reliable and good defensively, so I've been trying to build on the offensive side of it, and I think it's paid out so far this year. It's been better, and Yeah, still working on it, but I think I'm getting stronger on pucks and taking more pucks to the net, and it's been going in a little more.
Last one for you, Jonas. As we talk about this season, and obviously, the AHL is all about, guys trying to make it to that next level, but it's also about the team as well, and competing and putting on good performances. I'm curious, this team has, been on the outside looking in of that postseason for a couple of years now, and this division is as tight as ever. Does it feel like this group is one that can put it together and make a postseason run as well?
Yeah, I really think so. We've been playing good hockey the whole season, even left some points on the table. So if we clean that up, I think we can win even more games.
Right.
Yeah.
Jonas, appreciate you. Best of luck at the Olympics in Fortuna.
Okay, thank you.
As Majera, the other way, near circle, drops it off, across, and a save by Paperny. Right out in front, McGrew, a feed, a shot, save, they score!
The Night Monsters earned themselves a split on the road in Fort Wayne after getting shut out in Game 1, 6-0. The team in teal countered with a 6-2 victory in Game 2 and now sit 3rd in the division, 5th in the conference, and 10th in the entire league. And don't forget, the Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network is your home for Night Monsters hockey the next time you can watch and see Tahoe from your TV. This week against Utah. I'm here with Skating Rebels defenseman Jackson Wyatt. Jackson, welcome back on the program. You're the veteran leader now, and not just the leader in the locker room, but you are leading in the statistical category as well. 30 points in 23 games. I guess quite quickly, what's been the secret this season for you?
Yeah, I don't know. The boys are just helped me out there, and I mean, I can't take any of the credit. Like, boys are playing really good hockey and just finding ways to help produce from the back end, which has been good for me, and just that confidence level being a senior and just trying to step up. Losing a lot of key players last year, just guys got to step up, and yeah, I'm just grateful to be able to do that.
Yeah, and it has been a team effort. Mario DiMaggio was on this program a week ago. He nets the OT winner in Game 2 of the weekend over there in Norman. That's 11 in a row. Weekend sweep at Oklahoma. What is going so right for this team of late?
Yeah, I think just finding our groove. Again, 11 new guys coming in this year at least. Big turnover, and I think it took some time to really integrate the guys into the culture. And yeah, I think just finding that after that winter break and just finding that groove, I think the boys are really starting to mesh, and we're playing good hockey at the right time.
On the road in Oklahoma this past weekend, getting ready for Grand Canyon, I guess, what'd you learn about the group that maybe felt a little different this past weekend? That was a true test once again, and that will definitely bleed into a good Grand Canyon team.
Yeah, anytime you're playing in a barn like that, in Oklahoma, it's tough. It's not easy to, play against those guys with those refs, and yeah, the ice conditions weren't ideal, but you just got to find a way, especially in early February when it gets tough and it's cold out.
When you look at this team and the trajectory, and I haven't done a lot of comparing because we've talked to a lot of the younger guys, the first-year guys, but as somebody who's been there, done that, where does this team stand today compared to a year ago when you guys were ascending? Are you happy with where you're at? Is there another gear you can get to?
Dude, I am really happy with how this group has come along. I think it was tough at the beginning, and again, 11 straight wins is kind of, it's showing. And I think, yeah, it's hard to compare to last year because it's just a whole different group, but I think it's going to be a new team, but it's going to be good because, I mean, obviously what we did last year was special, but I know what this group has, and I think I'm excited to see.
On a personal note, we obviously did a story last year about you and your brother Cole and how, this was going to be the first season in a very long time where you guys have not played together. I guess for you personally, what has this year been like without your older brother kind of on the ice and on the bench with you?
Yeah, it's different, going to the locker room, not going to the rink with my brother. 3 years with him, I'm grateful for it, but yeah, I obviously miss him, but he's in Vegas, he's around. I see him enough, trust me. So
you're still tired of him?
Yeah, I'm still tired of him. But no, it's it's sad, but it's also it's cool, new faces, and just having to step up now, being a leader myself. I got to always look up to my older brother, playing with him. But now I kind of got to be that older brother for the younger guys.
All right, we're going to introduce a new game here on Hockey in the Desert. We're going to introduce the game. What were you thinking?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to show you a picture. Picture will pop up on the screen. I want you to look at the picture. Tell me what you were thinking, and we're going to start with an absolute beauty of a picture.
Yeah, just see the cameras, just can't make eye contact, and just do my best to look away.
Very, very blue steel, very
Yeah.
Zoolander. Okay, talk to me about this one right here.
Oh, you know, got the puck on my stick. Probably not looking for someone to pass. You're just looking for the net.
You're never looking to pass, always looking to score.
Yeah.
The Jackson Wyatt special. And then the last one, obviously a fun one with you and the boys.
Oh yeah, that's just celebrating after a win. We got a little chant we do at the end of the game. So, just excitement right there.
Can you share the chant, or is that a locker room only?
I think
type
that's
deal?
a locker room only.
Fair
But
enough.
maybe one day.
Fair enough. Understood. Jackson Wyatt, Skating Rebels defenseman for your Scarlet Gray. Jackson, always appreciate the time. Appreciate you, buddy. We'll chat down the line.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Time for our continuing quest, and in Buffalo, Alex Tubb helped make NHL history against the LA Kings. The former Golden Knight recorded the 4th hat trick of his career, and in the process tallied the 30th hat trick of January across the league, which is the most in a calendar month in NHL history. Tuck was named the first star of the game and is up to 22 goals on the season. After the game, he had a strong message to his team and the rest of the league.
We're coming in with a lot of confidence. Everybody's coming in trying to prove themselves, and we're trying to prove as a team that we're legit. We're not just going to go for the playoffs. We're going to go for the cup, and that's our goal. To get better each and every day. That's it. That's the end goal. Honestly, we're not in here just to squeak in.
Time to clear the ice, and let's squeak over to Tampa, Florida for the annual Stadium Series, the one the Golden Knights will be in next year. This is the Lightning and the Panthers. Now, there was a ton of goals, but nobody cares about the goals or the shootout victory for Tampa. It was all about the goalie fight. The Big Cat against the Swayman. Vasilevsky versus Swayman. Here we go. This is what hockey is about. It's time to clear the ice.